Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Masu Pro Wrestling. I'm your host and sole commentator, Masu Pro Wrestlington. And tonight is the night after MPW presents Living Legends, and the climate, the position of MPW has changed, has shaken, as we have two new first-time Icon and Idol Division champions. And we will have to find #1 contenders for every single title, including the Tag Team Championships. We know Bonk is a former Tag Team Champion, looking to maybe find himself a two-time Tag Team Champion with his partner Dragthulu. But for right now, he is in singles competition, singles Idol Division. This match is truly going to be out of this world as the intergalactic Super Naiyan takes his step into the MPW arena. You know, Bonk wants nothing more than to get the championships, both the Idol and Icon Division, or the Idol Division Championship and the Tag Championship. Former Openweight Champion as well. I mean, he's done it all except for getting the Idol Division Championship. Bonk could be the first ever Grand Slam champion, because he's a Grand Slam champion when he was in the Icon Division, got every championship he could possibly hold. But he could be the first Grand Slam champion, Grand Slam champion, getting hold of the Icon, the Idol Division, and the Openweight Championship, and the Tag Team Division Championship. I mean, just look at the determination in those eyes. Bonk truly answering the question of why the long face, as he tends to dismantle his opponents. And could we see that again tonight? The mastodon of his tag team, the powerhouse of his tag team, Bonk. Not really finding a place so far in Season 3, but hasn't had a bad start. It's been off and on a little bit. But you really got to be able to write your name in the sand before it gets washed away. Because in a business like this, you're easily forgotten, whether you win or lose. And speaking of losing, Kato Twin Moon coming off of a hard-fought loss, truly making this an intergalactic showdown coming off of a hard-fought loss against Potato, the Openweight Champion. Kato looking to just get back into that. I mean, after someone maybe loses the opportunity to lose the championship match, you think they would be down on themselves, but it looks like Kato is, just living off life, enjoying themselves. Can they make it back into a position? I mean, they definitely don't seem to be feeling too much of the effects of last Saturday. Not everyone can pick up a win, and Kato had an incredible match against Potato, but Potato retaining that Openweight Championship, looking to become the longest reigning champion in history. But it's going to not be an easy, out of the frying pan into the fire. It's not going to be an easy day of work for Kato, going up against the likes of the Super Naiyan Bonk. I mean, I don't know if these guys have ever met outside of an MPW ring. You know, I don't know if these species usually mingle in space, but that's why MPW is such a important an important place in the history books. We'll see where aliens of all shapes and sizes, all walks of life, enter the ring with one goal in mind: to become gladiators, to become champions, to become remembered around the universe. German suplex, sort of. A little bit of an elevated German suplex from Bonk. I definitely feel like we're past that sort of ring rust stage of Season 3 where we were having a handful of like very quick matches where I feel like we've passed that at this point. And we're at the point where big splash, nobody home, catches him with a drop kick, where everybody's sort of starting out of the feeling out process, figuring themselves out, and are able to handle themselves a little bit better than what you usually would expect. Over the top rope, but a little bit too short to land on the money. Bonk ducks under. Back elbow, that could just be the effects of last week's match that Kaito has to deal with. A swift kick to the head, and Bonk is wasting no time to take advantage. Grabbing Kaito by the ears and tossing. I mean, I said we haven't been having a lot of quick matches, but I mean, Bonk has been straight out the gate running it down as Kaito gets the elbow. Now, just as I say that, Kaito gets the clotheslines firing off, chucking lariats around like they're going out of style. Some kind of figure 4 leg lock type submission. Next under that, and now combination of strikes and punches on the outside. Referee gonna start the count. Of course, you have till the count of 10 to get back into the ring. And Bonk deadlifting. Oh my god, deadlifting Kaito like a sack of potatoes. Flying forearm doesn't quite connect, and this time it does. That elbow meets the, what do you even call it? I have no idea what horses call it. 8. Kaito just looking for that win. 9. Kato's willing to take the count out. And Bonk barely. No. Oh, 10. Bonk was stepping into the ring, and the ref said, nah. The ref said you had enough time. 1 foot in the ring, and the ref did not have it. It looks like the temperament of the ref might be off today. As they say, the referees win and lose you championships. As we will move on to the next match of the night, a tag team match coming up next. All right, it is time for a tag team matchup. And it's going to be with the team of Dancing with Draven alongside ShmeepsWorld, coming out separately. Team Dawn Deceased. I mean, I feel like it's been a long time since we've seen Draven. They want to get their TV time. Is what I'm trying to say. We are going to see them in their first ever actual tag team match, I'm pretty sure. I don't think these two have ever been in a legitimate tag team. We talked to the Health and Safety Commission about being able to do a tag team match, and they've cleared us so far. So let's see, could Dawn Deceased see a tag team championship in their future? They haven't had much luck as of yet, but now that Shmeeps has doesn't have World Championship duty, doesn't have the Idol Division Championship duty. These two can fully invest their time in the tag team division for the time being. Of course, the current tag team champions are Emrys Morgana and ShmeepsWorld La Primera. And we know that these two have a long-standing history with Emrys and ShmeepsWorld. How will Dawn Deceased handle it, and how will Shmeeps be feeling after losing the Idol Division? Just barely getting 2 eliminations, but losing to the final wild card of the gauntlet, MamaInu, losing that Idol Division Championship. ShmeepsWorld, with that Idol Division Championship, has a total of 100 days as Idol Division Champion over her 2 championship title reigns. I mean, Shmeeps hadn't seen a title since Season 1. Or at least Idol Division Championship since Season 1. So, it's going to sting a little bit, but if I know Shmeeps, she's not going to let it get to her this much, at least. She's going to lock in for the match, overthink afterwards. It's time to lock in, time to go to work. And you can't obviously let Draven down. You gotta be at your 100% coming into this. But I think we should also say that you can't let Shmeeps' loss outshine that she defeated the 250-day title reign of Rize to gain that championship. So that title reign was legendary no matter what. And now their opponents tonight, it looks like Shmeeps is going to see a familiar face, a familiar ghost. It is the Coalition of Humans Against Treachery, Greg and a bear. These two friends coming in. I mean, Greg was unable to gain the Idol Division Championship as well as B.A. Tycho, but this is a whole different arena. Greg has been somewhat questioning the leadership of B.A. Tycho. Could getting a tag team championship help in his favor as the Cold War continues to happen within the coalition? These two haven't had much luck in the tag division either. But when I asked Draven which one does she think she can beat in a match, a man or a bear, she said yes. And just taking it to Greg. Of course, the height advantage goes just a small amount in Greg's favor, but I don't think that these ladies are going to let that hold them against it. Float over. I mean, Shmeeps power bombs the shit out of Greg. I mean, Shmeeps already beat Greg last week in the gauntlet, one of her eliminations. Can she do it again here in this tag match? I mean, a win in this match would mean wonders for your stock in the tag division. Could even earn yourself a tag team championship match. There's not a ton of tag teams right now in the division, so getting in on the ground floor early is going to earn you some early title shots. And for someone like Greg and a bear, I feel like they're all about just, you know, being friends and having a good time. I don't even feel like they think this is work. But of course, the friendship between Draven and Shmeeps coming into display here as they work over Greg together, double teaming him. This is kind of the expert strategy a tag team match needs as Draven goes up top. You want to be able to use your teammate and isolate your opponent as much as possible. Drop kick, a little bit too short, swatted away by Greg. And Greg with those swift kicks to the gut, or stiff kicks to the gut. Greg's going to limp to his corner. Tagging a bear. We've seen Draven and a bear go at it before, and the bear has been quite dominant with that Samoan drop, but we'll have to see now in a tag match setting. Picks her up and just tosses her into orbit. As the bear goes to the corner, Draven gets the hot tag from Shmeeps, and Shmeeps is going to meet Greg in the center of the ring again. Shmeeps doesn't show any urgency against someone like Greg. That could be to her detriment, or that confidence could just be well earned. Kick, nearly kicks his head off, and the bear now grabs him. The bear grabs Shmeeps off guard, pulling her into the ropes. But she's back up onto her feet first. That's why we want to be careful in the enemy corner. The cheap shots galore from there as Greg gets back up onto his feet. Dropkick again, doesn't quite connect with Draven. And now Draven's got that combination of kicks and punches right to the jaw. And what is Greg looking for on the apron? Over the top rope. I don't even know what the fuck that was, but it looked shitty. As Greg brings Draven into the corner, bringing them into the neutral zone. Gets some kicks in. Catches her again with a vicious knee. Flips her, and another knee! Jesus! Driving it straight into the skull of Draven. May have knocked her loopy. And a standing shooting star press from a bear. Grabs the leg, knocks it away. Draven is in extreme trouble. She's going to have to try and get her hands on a tag, if at all possible. A bear in the corner. What is he looking for here? Spin kick. Fancy move. As the bear goes to the cover in the corner. 1, 2. Near fall for Draven. It is not looking good for Draven. Isolated in this neutral area. This neutral corner. Off the ropes, but Shmeeps gets involved. And now the bear forearm takes it. Over the top. DDT to the apron. Standing shooting star press. And now Draven's coming to the rescue. The cavalry's here. And the bear standing tall against these two. Shmeeps drop kicks, doesn't knock him down. Shmeeps again trying to chop down the tree chip at the mountain that is the bear. 2-on-1, still not enough. 5 scoop slam. 6. Draven the bear gonna get inside headbutt. 7. 8! They gotta get back into the ring soon or there will be a countout. 9! Draven makes it in. The ref just barely missing the 10 for the bear. Both barely making it in. Belly to belly. Draven just not strong enough to knock the bear down, saying, hey, back up, back up. trying to play like possum there, play mind games as the bear grabbing Draven for the bear hug. The bear hug locked in. Draven getting that elbow though. Draven is in a worse position, needs to get out of there the moment she can. And another bear hug locked right back in. Shmeeps this time gonna intervene, smacking the bear. Let her go, she says. Tagging in Greg. Draven is looking very, very, very injured. She is looking worse for wears. She needs to get that tag. And Greg, there he goes, that shitty little single leg drop kick. That's what he wanted to do. Going up top. For a knee drop. Swing and a miss, landing directly on his knee. Draven finding the energy to finally get that tag. Shmeeps, the legal participant now. Big boot by Greg. Head kick, punches, backbreaker. And now the Bear's in it with Shmeeps. Oh my god, just running straight into her like a freight train, head scissor. Back and forth, gets the legs up and runs into her again. Like a moving vehicle. Taking Shmeeps, powerbomb position. Running, oh my god, I thought he was going to toss her out of the ring. Draven calling for the tag. Both these two are feeling the effects of this match. Draven's in, Superman punch by Greg. Shmeeps not there to break up the pin too? I think the Coalition takes it. The Coalition take the win. And I don't know what music they're playing right now, but we're going to skip it. All right. And just time for the third match of the night. Icon Division action. One-on-one. We talked about the tag team champions. One half of the tag team champions will be participating in this match. Along with Emrys Morgana, MintyClovers looking for one-on-one action. Emrys may have failed to capture the Idol Division Championship last week, but they still have their prize tag team championship wrapped around the waist of their prize creation, MintyClovers. Nothing makes Emrys more proud than having gold around her waist and MintyClovers wrapped around her finger. If Emrys is the head of the snake, MintyClovers is the body. These two have been a formidable force in the tag division. And we know they've both been wanting an Idol Division or Icon Division championship. Finally, both in separate divisions. They could hold all the gold. These two are at the top of the mountain. Team La Primera, the MPW Tag Team Champions. Emrys had a very impressive round in the gauntlet, getting 2 eliminations. But would be later eliminated by ShmeepsWorld, which you know has to sting the ego. And I feel bad for whoever has to face MintyClovers in this match. Because you know that Emrys wants to let loose her pit bull on an unexpected child. But unfortunately for them, I don't think this guy will go down easy. The Icon Division drafted Dragthulu number 4 and drafted MintyClovers number 11. They saw something in Dragthulu that they didn't see in MintyClovers. Number 4 overall draft pick, or not overall, but overall for the, I keep saying overall, but overall for the division. Looking to get a big win. I mean, this would be a big win for Drag. Unfortunately for Drag's partner, Bonk, he had a very unfortunate match in the opening match. We'll have to see if Drag has a similar issue. A former Icon Division champion, former Openweight champion, former tag team champion, a Grand Slam champion in his division. And Dragthulu looking to start his season off with a big bang against MeepsWorld. Two very spooky competitors, but only one can go home. The winner, Emrys in MeepsWorld's corner. You know that's going to play a part. But MeepsWorld's just so strong, so big. Those mechanical arms, the enhancements given with Emrys, they're almost like magical artifacts imbued with that power. Clothesline misses, and the chop looks like it almost doesn't even affect MeepsWorld. Sending Drag into the corner. Just choking Drag out, with whether it's with her feet or with her hands, just choking Drag out. Like I said, I think this is almost like, this is almost just like a power fantasy for Emrys, just watching her creation be let loose on someone. A way to get her anger out after a pretty unsuccessful Saturday. And a knee strike. Emrys looks like she's holding a kendo stick. As MeepsWorld calls for a break, yeah, the kendo stick thrown into the ring. Obviously can't use that weapon, but referee is distracted. And the referee takes it out of the ring. Tries to go off the ropes. Doesn't quite know what to do there. Hesitates for a little bit. And now mounting Drag just with hammer fists from these cybernetic arms, the elbows. With force of like tungsten steel. MeepsWorld just wants to break. Wants to break Dragthulu. Tilt-a-whirl slam. Catches her leg right in front of the French-Canadian commentator's table, but thrown over her shoulder. As both stand slowly. The stare down. Float over inverted DDT. 4 count. A lot of outside action here tonight. The French-Canadian commentators are getting their fill as they make it in at 5. And Emrys seems to have removed the turnbuckle off one of the corners. Uranagi! Big boy sent on the power of Dragthulu. What is Emrys planning to do with that turnbuckle? Referee notices it quickly, senior official. Making his way to repair it. Referee's distracted, though, on the submission hold. Clothesline. Another clothesline, ducks this time. Grabs her, puts her down for the roll-up. Switches it. Rolls up Drag. Oh my god, almost a 3 count. Drag reverses it and a kick out at 0. Running DDT. Almost stealing the match, just tossing with that cravat. Cravat-style toss. MeepsWorld off the ropes, arm drag. And now targeting the big legs of MeepsWorld. And now grabbing the face of Dragthulu, trying to get him to tap out. Drag slides under. And deadlift. German! Onto the big lady. Her legs are apparently not in the ropes. Kick out at 2. I'm shocked that her long legs did not touch the ropes, but referee's discretion, I mean... You can see that big boot catches him wildly off guard. Dragthulu went off the ropes and was met with a foot to the face. ShmeepsWorld continuing with one thought in mind, destroy. Off the ropes. Goes for a kick. Gets out of the way and another DDT. Off the rope. Basement clothesline. We've seen many people take clotheslines in this business, but when it's with those kind of arms that ShmeepsWorld has, it's a completely different feeling. Scoop slam. And ShmeepsWorld knows that. Goes for the cover. 2. No. 2 count only. If you thought ShmeepsWorld's clotheslines were deadly, imagine those with mechanical attachments. Picks Drag up and just tosses him by his horns. And a headbutt. Peeps is hyping herself up in the corner. Choke! Breaker! Choke slam backbreaker. And Emrys is giddy in the corner of her creation. 1, 2, no! Emrys can't believe it, and neither can ShmeepsWorld. Grabbing the chin again, knee on the back. This time trying to get behind her. ShmeepsWorld had it reversed. Sends him off the ropes. Clothesline, but reversal of his own. And an elbow drop. Drag is not out. You can't count out Dragthulu just yet. Counting him out would be your worst mistake. As he's got a little bit of life left in him. Deadlift. Oh my god, fuckbuster! I think he just left. ShmeepsWorld tapped. Running low on mana, kicked out. Just a vicious headshot. Dragthulu's gonna try and slow it down a little bit, big boy senton. Dragthulu getting up on the top turnbuckle. Off the ropes, double axe handle, crowns her. Dragthulu trying to pick up some steam, some speed. Snapmare from the side. He's still got a little bit of fight left in him, but how long is that going to handle? Or how long is that going to hold? Knee strike. When you're going up against someone like ShmeepsWorld. Bring him into the corner. Drag's got ShmeepsWorld in the corner now. Running knee. Doesn't look like there was a ton of force behind it. Just shaking her out. Drag trying to keep this light as he follows ShmeepsWorld to the outside. Flipping her around. Dragon suplex on the floor! Dumping her on the back of her neck. On basically pure concrete. Throwing her back into the ring. Dragthulu might have it. 6 count. Getting back in. Elbow drop. Hooks the leg on ShmeepsWorld. 1, 2. No! The sweat dripping from Dragthulu's face, going for that cover, putting everything he had into it. Ducks under. Jumps over. Maybe not everything. Abyssal. Tombstone. Tries to pull pulls the feet away from the ropes. 1, 2, 3. No! Kick out at 2 again. 2.9 for ShmeepsWorld. Big boy Senton Dreg throwing everything he has at her. Off the ropes. Knee drop. Trying to hit her with everything he has. Beeps is back up. Clothesline! Natural 1! Natural 1! 1, 2, 3! A natural 1 from ShmeepsWorld. And ShmeepsWorld gives all the credit to Emrys Morgana. Did that get you happy, Emrys? Did that fill your ego? As we move on to our next match of the night. Our main event next. It is time for the main event of the evening. And we got Garreth Unported making his way for the Icon division. Coming off of his performance at Living Legends against Glitchy on a really strong win for Garreth. A very good night for Garreth Unported all around at Living Legends. You know, wasn't in a championship match, but I don't know, walking in today, I just felt like I saw Garreth. I met him in the hallway. I chatted a little bit about what was going on with him, and he looked very happy. He was smiling ear to ear. I don't know what happened last week, if anything outside of MPW has caused it, but Garreth is looking very, very happy. He was almost glowing. The only thing that he really showed me was he had this, you can see it on his left hand there, he's got this nice ring. That's all I could really think is very different from Garreth. I don't think there's too much that's changed. He's had this ring for a little bit, but Garreth is feeling pretty happy with himself, and we'll see how it translates into this match. He had like I said, an impressive showing last week. Can he continue that run, that momentum? And unfortunately for this person, they did not have a very good week last week. They made it into the gauntlet for the Icon division, but didn't make it very far, being the first person eliminated, Tyranno Maximum. But the fact that they made it into that match at all was incredibly impressive, and I mean, I don't think that's something that Ty lets keep them down. Well, these two have met each other a handful of times in the Openweight Championship division, but they've never met each other, I think, for like a normal match. This is going to be interesting. Two of the longest reigning Openweight champions of all time set to meet in a singles match for our main event. I mean, this is a pay-per-view caliber match given to you free on TV. Tyranno Maximum. I predict great things for Tyranno Maximum this season. I feel like Season 3 is going to be Ty's season. I don't know, but I don't know. I think everything's just been culminating to this moment for Ty, and we'll see how they handle this match this week. Ty coming off of a hard loss. Garreth coming off of a hard win. Everybody's real hard in MPW. As the bell rings, we're going to get into this hard-hitting action. Test of strength right now, fighting for control as Ty gets tossed up and over. Garreth float over, powerbomb to the floor, already starting off hot and heavy. These former openweight champions just can't help but come to the outside. Garreth said, "Welcome to my division, the Icon division." Lighten up Ty already. Russian leg sweep onto the floor. Can't imagine that felt good for Garreth either. And throwing Ty into the post. In the LED post. Forearm. They got to get back into the ring before the 10 count. I don't think these openweight champions remember what a 10 count is. Never mind. They got reminded super quickly. They must have heard me from my booth up in the rafters. DDT by Ty. Finally picking up some steam of their own. Tyranno Maximum. Already getting something going. Caught the ears of Garreth. Spinning head scissor. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Near fall for Garreth already. I mean, I feel like Garrett's taken such little damage already that getting a 2 count, maybe he's just taking this match a little bit slower than usual, but already looking a little bit risky. Sending Garreth off the rope, super kick for his troubles. These two both like to throw kicks out pretty often. As Ty gets Garreth in the corner. Big clothesline. Now it's Ty's turn to take advantage. Maximum impact. No, reversal into a cutter. Maximum impact reversed into a cutter. And a spinning head kick by Garreth. Rolls Ty up in the corner. Referee's kind of stuck there. 1, smacking Garreth. Kick out. He had to count the pin on Garrett's back. Have you ever seen such a thing? Inside leg kicks like crazy. And now kicks to the head. Off the ropes. Grabs Garreth again. For a spinning head scissor. Hooks the leg again. Maybe this is enough. 2. Oh my god, a near fall. Garreth might just be gassed from Saturday. I'm not quite sure. I don't know if Garrett's got enough rest. Now hooking the arm. Hooking both arms. Garrett's going to roll through quickly before the referee even has time to check. Forearm. Dazing Ty, but not enough. Ty getting in Garrett's face sends him up and over. Starting with a 1 count. Already Garreth doesn't want to waste time on the outside. Forearm blocked by Ty. Head kick. Punches and kicks. Scoop slam by Garreth. Got Ty in the center of the ring. Forearm blocked. Now raking the eyes off the ropes. And a head kick. Springboard head kick. Garreth going up top. On Ty. Brown crown. To crown it. Garreth is confused as it looks like Merlin. He's calling Merlin down to the ring. But Merlin's, I think, a distraction. 2. Oh, nearly a surprise addition to this match. Garreth saying, come on down. Come see this. But Ty, 2, catching him off guard. It looks like Merlin has finally returned to MPW after a month hiatus. And Ty is taking full advantage. He's not going to waste time on this family affair blender. One, two, no! Garreth pulling out everything. Can't lose in front of Merlin on his return. DDT from Ty. Garreth's just dazed. Headbutt in the corner. Ty taking... It's just taking full control of this match. Momentum pendulum swung in Ty's favor. Maybe Merlin coming back is what got Garreth grinning ear to ear, but right now, it could be the detriment to his match. A second blender. 1, 2, 3. Maybe a premature celebration from Merlin, inadvertently costing Garreth the match. Ty taking every opportunity they can to pull out the win. I mean, gave Merlin and Garreth no time. Tyranno with a big win. And a surprise return from Merlin. As I will see you guys next week. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Masu Wrestlington, and I will see you guys next Thursday.